Okay, so in my last video, I talked about how to overcome your fear of starting, how to just gather up courage and start whatever it is you want to start. And that was exactly what I was even doing with that same video. I was breaking my own fear and starting a YouTube channel with that same video. So I found this illustration that it's just like this is like the best example how I can explain to you what happens the moment you just take up courage and start. So look at this guy right now. You see he's like someone at the edge of a cliff and he needs to jump, right? But he can't see anything below him. It's looking like if I jump, I'm going to fall, I'm going to cry, you know. But he knows he needs to jump, right? But he's scared. So God is saying here, jump. And the guy is like, man, how am I going to do this? Like, what will people say? How am I going to do this? What will buy it? All those thoughts that we have in our heads, you know, when we're about to start. That's exactly what's happening to this guy at this point. He's having all the self-doubt, all the fear. He's not able to break out of it, right? The God is just telling him, go ahead and jump, go ahead and jump. The guy is worried because he's looking down and he's not seeing anything where he's going to land, right? And he's like, I'm going to fall, I'm going to, if I jump, and God says, just jump. And what happens? He makes that jump, right? He closes his eyes and takes that leap of faith with courage. And what happens? This guy lands on something that was already there. Beneath the surface where he couldn't see, there was already something that for him to land on, but he couldn't see from where he was. This is what happens to us when we're at that point where we're about to start something and we're having all these thoughts in our head. You're not able to see, the future beyond where you are at the moment. But the moment you close your eyes and take that leap, what happens? It's almost like the universe conspires to help you. The universe like comes together to kind of encourage you in that thing. Really. So this is this guy now landing on this, and then look at the rest of his journey. After I posted that video last week, the feedback of that video was overwhelming. I couldn't believe it. The recommendation from people was just, something else. I got a lot of people giving me advice. This is the way you can do the video. This is things you can say. This is how you can do it. Like I learned things I could have learned paying for a training just from people's advice and people's feedback. And it didn't stop there. People went ahead to teach me things I didn't know, right? So a colleague of mine offered to teach me about lighting. So he taught me how to use natural lighting, how to use artificial lighting, how to position my camera. If you compare this video to the one I made earlier, you can realize that this video is brighter, it's better to look at, it's sharper. People pay to learn this thing. Another friend of mine, offered for me to use his house. He told me he had a very good spot in his house that I can use for my videos. It's actually very nice, better than where I was using before. And that's where I am right now. And you can tell it's much better than where I was in my last video. Another friend offered to, give me accessories that I can use for the videos, earrings and things that I can use, that I'm using for the videos, like free of charge. I didn't have to pay for any of that. My coach even offered to teach me, how to use another software to edit and make my logo and all that free of charge. Free of charge. So it was like, I'm like, wait, hold up, what's going on? What's going on? I mean, if this can happen for just a YouTube channel, that is just my hobby. How much more like a business or something more serious that you're thinking of doing? I want to believe that it's a book you want to write. You have already started drafting the first chapter of that book. Okay, if it's something you want to sell, you have already ordered that product. You have already posted a picture of the one you ordered already online. And whatever it is you want to do, I want to believe that after watching that first video, you have actually been able to gather up that courage and start. Because what happens after you start is another set of miracle. The amount of encouragement and support that you're going to be getting from people, you won't even believe it. Like it's happening to me now. For me, the past 1 week has been an eye-opener to what can happen the moment you decide to take up courage. And it has really, given me a time to reflect. And looking back on my life, I realized that the times that I have taken courage to do things, the times I've been able to just get the courage to do things, the results of it have actually been very overwhelming, So in my next video, I'm going to be discussing how I was able to gather the courage to forgive my father, to let go of the bitterness that I had in my heart for a long time growing up, and just, get that courage to just let go. and the overwhelming miracles are starting to happen to me after that. So just stay tuned to see the video.